Most people move to the Houston Heights for one reason, and then they end up staying for completely different ones. But here's the part that no one tells you up front. Some of the things that you end up loving about this area are the same things that frustrate other people enough to leave. So if you're thinking about moving here, you need to understand what it actually feels like to live here after the excitement has worn off, because this area can either fit your lifestyle perfectly or slowly start to feel like the wrong move. When people look at Houston Heights online, they see great location, cool homes, strong demand, and all of that is true. But what's missing is the day-to-day reality, the stuff you only notice after you've been here for a few months. Quick question for you. What's the main reason you're even considering Houston Heights right now? Is it location, lifestyle, or the type of homes? Because whatever your answer is, there's a good chance that's not what ends up mattering most. Most people move to the Houston Heights for one of three reasons. They want to be closer to downtown, they want something with character, or they're just trying to get out of the suburbs. And all of those make sense, but what ends up keeping people here is how easy their life becomes once they're in the right spot. You're not driving 30 to 45 minutes for everything, you're not planning your day around traffic, you start getting time back, and that's something you don't fully appreciate until you're living it. Here's one of the first things that people notice after moving here, how different each street feels. You can be on one block and everything feels clean, consistent, and well maintained. And then you turn the corner and it's a completely different experience. That's Houston Heights. It's not uniform. That can either feel like character or inconsistency. Whenever you're picturing your ideal neighborhood, are you thinking something consistent and predictable, or something with more variation and personality? Because that actually matters a lot here. This is where expectations really get tested. You've got a mix of older homes, renovated homes, and new construction, both sitting next to each other. So whenever people say, I want to live in the Heights, that doesn't actually narrow it down much, because two homes at the same price can be completely different in terms of quality and layout and long-term condition. And this is where people start to realize they need to look deeper than just the finishes. Here's the trade-off that catches people off guard. You're not just choosing the Heights, you're choosing location over space, you're choosing access over size, you're choosing lifestyle over uniformity. And for a lot of people, that's exactly what they want. But if you're expecting more space, newer homes, or less variation, this area can feel tight pretty quickly. Let me ask you this. If you had to choose right now, would you rather have more space or a better location? Drop that below, because that's the trade-off that defines this area. Now here's what keeps people here long term. It's not just the location, it's the rhythm of life. You start noticing how easy it is to get around, how many things are close by, how connected everything feels. And once you're used to that, it's hard to go back to a more spread out lifestyle. That's why people stay. At the same time, there are things that start to wear on people. Tighter streets, limited parking in some areas, and less predictability in home quality. And depending on your expectation, those things can either feel manageable or frustrating. The biggest mistake people make with the Houston Heights is assuming that it's going to check every box, and it just doesn't. No area does. The goal isn't to find perfect, it's to find the right trade-offs for you. And the people who are happiest here are the ones that understand that going in. Houston Heights is a great fit if you want to be central, you care about lifestyle and access, and you like homes with character. It's probably not the best fit if you want everything new and consistent, you need a lot of space, but you don't want to think about trade-offs. So when people say, I wish I knew this before moving to Houston Heights, this is what they're talking about. Not that it's a bad area, it's just that it's a very specific fit. And if it matches what you're looking for, you're going to love it. And if it doesn't, you're going to feel that pretty quickly. If you're trying to figure out whether Houston Heights is the right move for you, make sure you're subscribed. I break this down so you can actually make a confident decision before you commit. And if you're already considering a move and you want help figuring out if this area is going to fit your lifestyle, reach out. I'll help you get clear on that before you end up somewhere that doesn't.